All right, so we're in another state of emergency, another lockdown here in Ontario, Canada. And today I want to talk about mental health because unlike the last time when we first started where everybody was scared, but at the same time, they were gung-ho to get through this, I'm seeing people wear down. No longer am I seeing challenges on social media or recipes for baking bread. I just notice a change in people. I think they're tired, they're fed up with this, and this is a long grind. So as we get into the winter, realistically, until flu season starts to die down, I think we're going to be under some sort of lockdown for the next couple of months. I think mental health is a real big thing in 2021. So when I look at myself, I even have some challenges. Sometimes I get caught up on what's going on in the news. Sometimes I wonder why are we doing this? And this video is not about what the government's doing or my view on coronavirus. It's simply about what we can do to become better. And I got to thinking about this when I was reading an article about a soldier in the Canadian Army who was awarded a very high medal because of valor in combat. And what happened was, I'm just summarizing it, there was a big battle and some people were killed and people were injured. And this soldier basically rescued people and did a lot of cool things. But when they interviewed him, I'm paraphrasing here, what he said was this: it got so bad, I didn't even know if I could carry on. However, the one thing that got me going was what I always taught my soldiers, and it's this: when you don't know what to do something. Those words really stuck to me. When you find yourself in a rut, do something. We're humans. The more action we do, the better off it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. So with that in mind, here's 3 tips that have helped me. Number 1, get active. Start exercising. I'm telling you, it'll help your mental state so much. If you don't have a gym or workout equipment, start with calisthenics. Do push-ups, do sit-ups. There's a lot of boot camps. I have a friend that owns an F45. You can sign up online lessons there. You can go on YouTube. There's a million resources out there, but get active, please. It really helps your mental space. Number 2 is social media. Be very careful. When I scroll through Facebook, it takes me less than 3 posts before I see something about something horrible, something about coronavirus. And honestly, nothing is going to change in the next 3 days. You're really not missing anything if you need to take a break, because there's a lot of garbage on there, and people posting articles, whether it's on the left or the right, doesn't matter. They're looking for you to think a certain way in order to benefit them. So in this day and age, you need to protect this mental space. You don't need to be on it all the time. And if you find that you're getting that pit in your stomach, like you're feeling depressed or, what the hell, just cut out the social media. It's BS. And leading on to that is, honestly, I'm a Canadian. Enough with the US politics already. It takes over everything. They're just so big. But honestly, I'm just fed up with it. I have no control over what goes on in the US. I wish them well, but I care about my mental health and I'm just done with it. And I suggest you do the same thing. And in fact, if you really like politics, worry about what's happening in this country, because there's a lot of things that are going on that we're not paying attention to because we're too busy with the Donald Trump sideshow. My advice: give it a break. There's nothing you can do here in Canada. And finally, the last thing to help your mental health is reach out to friends. Just call and say hi, especially your friends that are single, living by themselves. It really helps because I have a family, and as much as, kids can drive you nuts sometimes, it is nice to be around people. And I feel for people that are alone in this time. It can be really difficult. So please connect to people. I know it's not the same as seeing them at a party. Call, check in on your friends. It's a big deal. And guess what? In 3-4 months, we'll be able to see them again. So that's it. Just please take care of your mental health. It's the most important thing for 2021. I find when my mental health is going well, things go well in my life. And what I use as a gauge to know if my mental health is good or not is how I feel in my stomach. If you're focusing on something and it feels bad, you got knots in your stomach, you don't feel good, ignore it. It's garbage. Your body will tell you if you're doing something right. If you're doing something fun that uplifts you, makes you feel good, then follow that, because that's really all you have to do. We have a lot of time now. We were always busy before. Now we have time to think. Sometimes thinking's good, but sometimes thinking too much is bad. Get doing something, just like that soldier said. Do something. It'll help you. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.